Attorney General, that's actually a good start. If media organizations around the country decided to call the BS out for what it is, these are not audits. They're nonsense.
They're absolute nonsense. And Katie Hobbs is right. It's a fraud. I think it's a charade and a sham. And I think what is important for Pennsylvanians to know is that these Republican Pennsylvania senators are using taxpayer dollars to undermine the faith in our democracy with this charade. And, you know, I've been hearing for weeks, actually months, that this would be some kind of big blockbuster hearing today. Instead, today's hearing was a complete and total dud that produced zero evidence in their attempts to satisfy the very people that they've been lying to for the last 10 months.
Well, let's show our viewers what we mean. Let's play a little bit from this hearing. What you're going to hear from is the Fulton County, Pennsylvania Commissioner, Stuart Ulsh. He's a Republican, and the Pennsylvania State Senator Vincent Hughes, who is a Democrat. Ulsh was the only person to testify today. Let's hear a little of the exchange.
In your investigation, was there any fraudulent voting ever found in the votes?
Our report come back. It's in our report, but no, nothing was found. Everything was ran in Fulton County elections.
Everything
properly.
was square, up and up, no fraudulent voting.
That's what our report has, yes.
That's what the report says.
Well, that's not a wildly successful first outing for this investigation into the 2020 election.
No, but first of all, that's a great question by Senator Hughes, and it's the truth. And that is that there was no fraud in this election, that we had a free and fair, safe and secure election, that Joe Biden won by just over 80,000 votes. The problem is these Republican state senators continue to put conspiracies in front of our state constitution, continue to put important issues like climate change and job creation and educating our kids, dealing with gun violence on the back burner so they can instead focus on perpetuating the big lie. Understand that before they had these hearings, they didn't check with the taxpayers. They didn't check with the people. They checked with Donald Trump and asked him if he was comfortable with the direction that they were going. And now they find themselves caught in the middle of their Newsmax talking points and the reality of what happened here in Pennsylvania. Again, that we had a free and fair, safe and secure election.
But a lot of people say, look, not going to happen. I mean, what you're seeing in Arizona or Georgia or Texas can't happen in Pennsylvania because you got a Republican governor who's not going to let some of this nonsense go through in terms of some of the changes. I'm sorry, a Democratic governor. That's correct. Who's not going to let some of this nonsense go through. But that's not really the right assurance we should be having. We shouldn't be. We need to figure out ways to not entertain this kind of nonsense, because at some point in every state there will be a Democratic governor or there won't be a Democratic governor. That's not the point, right? The point is how do we prevent absolutely unlawful, mythical, made-up stuff from possibly coming close to becoming law?
By speaking truth and by not giving these folks who continue to perpetuate the big lie a platform to share it. Look, they've been spoon-feeding lies to the good people of Pennsylvania for the last 10 months. And so I understand why some in Pennsylvania have reacted with questions about our elections, questions about our democracy. Not because there's any legitimate reasons for them to feel that way, but because they've been lied to by these elected officials, lied to by the modern-day Republican Party, who's not beholden to truth, but rather beholden and subservient to Donald Trump.